We started day 2 of our spiritual journey to Muktinath via Pokhara. Flying from Kathmandu to Pokhara on a short domestic flight that took around 25 to 30 minutes. Upon arrival, we checked into our hotel, enjoyed a delightful lunch, and prepared for a half-a-day sightseeing tour of Pokhara. Pokhara is one of Nepal's most popular tourist destinations, a paradise for travelers. Known for its stunning natural beauty and adventure trekking routes. The city sits about 200 km west of Kathmandu in the foothills of the Himalayas. The best time to visit Pokhara and attractions like Devi's Falls is during spring, which is March to May, and autumn, September to November. One of the highlights of our visit was Devi's Falls, also known locally as the Patel Chango, meaning underworld falls. This powerful waterfall is named after a Swiss tourist, Devi, who sadly drowned there in the 1960s. The water cascades through a rock formation and disappear underground, creating a mysterious and mesmerizing sight. The lush greenery, vivid landscape, and the rolling sound of the falling water make it a perfect spot for photography and quiet reflection. Our viewing platform offers a great vantage point, and there is even a tunnel that leads to an underground cave system, which adding a touch of adventure to the experience. Nearby is the Gupteshwar Mahadev cave, one of Nepal's longest and most sacred caves. It is said to have been discovered in the 16th century and holds deep spiritual and geological significance. Inside the caves lies a naturally formed Shiva Lingam, loved by Hindu devotees. The name Gupteshwar comes from two Nepali words. Gupta means hidden and Ishwar means Lord, reflecting the spiritual mystery of the place. The cave also connects to the waters from the Devi's Falls, offering visitors a combined natural and religious experience. We also visited the International Mountain Museum, dedicated to the history of climbing and the diverse culture of the Himalayan region. The museum showcasing famous trekking routes, Sherpa traditions, and the vegetation and wildlife of the mountains. It also provides a glimpse into the lives, festivals, and spiritual practices of communities such as the Sherpas, Tibetan Buddhists, Magas, and Limbas. Our half-a-day exploration of Pokhara gave us not only stunning views and cultural insight, but also a deeper appreciation for Nepal's brand of nature, beauty, and spiritual richness. Head back to hotel now for a dinner and a good rest. Tomorrow is an exciting journey, drive from Pokhara to Muktinath by 4-wheel drive. Our third day began with an early departure from Pokhara in a 4-wheel drive. heading towards Muktinath temple. On the way, Pokhara offered stunning views of the Annapurna mountain range and the iconic Mache Puchra or Fish-tail Mountain, named for its unique twin peaks. This mountain is considered sacred to Lord Shiva and holds deep spiritual significance for the locals. Also, the Nepalese government has banned any attempts to climb it since 1960s. The journey covered over 160 kilometers. The drive starts smoothly with a paved road from Pokhara to Beni, which is approximately 3 hours. But once we passed Beni, the road quickly transformed into adventurous, rugged mountain track, very narrow, dusty and rocky, hugged the cliffs above the Kali Kantaki River, known as one of the world's deepest gorges. The scenery shifted from lush green hills to dry, high-altitude landscapes, creating a dramatic visual and spiritual contrast. We passed through striking locations such as Rupsi Waterfall, a beautiful, breathtaking cascade that falls beside the road. It's one of Nepal's most iconic waterfalls. Also, traditional mountain villages like Kalapani and Leyte, surrounded by dense pine forest and panoramic snow-capped mountain views of the Annapurna and Dhaulagiri ranges. A wind-swept Himalayan town of Jomsom at 2,700 meters from sea level, where we begin to feel the effects of altitude. Finally, we reached Muktinath temple. Rising from 822 meters in Pokhara to 3,800 meters. Muktinath temple is a honored pilgrim site for Hindus and Buddhists. The climb was very steep and slow due to the elevation. But the spiritual energy and breathtaking mountain views made it worthwhile. The leg of journey to Muktinath was both physically demanding and spiritually rewarding. It is a unique mix of off-road adventure, Himalayan beauty, and religious pilgrim. The constant presence of Kali Kantaki river and the dramatic shift from lush hills to rugged mountain deserts make it one of the most memorable and meaningful parts of our trip to Muktinath temple. Muktinath is a revered pilgrim site located in Nepal's Mustang district. Nestled in the Himalayas at an altitude of about 3,800 meters. It is one of the world's highest temples and holds great spiritual significance for both Hindus and Buddhists. For Hindus, Muktinath is one of the 108 Divya Desams, sacred shrines dedicated to Lord Vishnu, worshipped here as Sri Muktinath, the Lord of Salvation. Devotees believe that a visit to this temple and bathing in its 108 sacred water spouts cleanses sins and leads to moksha, or liberation from the cycle of birth and death. The water that flows through those 108 stones curved bull-headed spouts comes from natural springs and glacial melted water originating from Tarangla mountain pass and Annapurna range. Despite the freezing temperature at the high altitude, the water flows continuously throughout the year. Adding to the temple's mystic is an eternal flame that burns naturally within the temple. This flame is considered sacred and signifies the 5 elements of earth, water, fire, air, and space. Bathing in the icy waters and witnessing the eternal flame is believed to bring spiritual purification and inner peace, making Muktinath a powerful destination for seekers of divine grace and liberation. Our journey to Muktinath was more than just a passage through the breathtaking Himalayas. It was a profound spiritual experience. Standing before the sacred temple, encircled by snow-capped peaks, and a silence broken only by the whisper of the wind, I was enveloped in a deep sense of peace and surrender. Immersing myself in the icy waters of the 108 Dharas felt like a cleansing of the soul, each spout washing away layers of burden and ego. The eternal flame beside Lord Vishnu's idol glowed gently, a reminder of a divine spark that dwells within each of us. In that stillness, I felt a rare freedom, untouched by fear, pride, and worldwide ties. In that sacred space, I had brushed against the very edge of moksha, the spiritual liberation Muktinath so gracefully offers. I'd like to highlight about the Shaligramam stones, which also called Saligrama, or sacred fossil stones found in the Kali Gandaki river, which flows near Muktinath in Nepal. These stones hold great significance in Hinduism, especially among devotees of Lord Vishnu, as they are considered his natural and divine expressions. The Kali Gandaki river passing through the Mustang region is the only known natural source of Saligramam stones in the world. Also, please note that the temple opening hours is morning 7 a.m. to 12 p.m., afternoon 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. Also, they have the Arati morning 6:30 a.m. to 7:30 a.m., evening 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Slightly later opening hours in the winter around 7 a.m. and closing time around 6 p.m. After finish our darshan, we drove back to that beautiful village called Kalapani to stay that night. Thank you. Bye.